If you're doing everything right, but still feel like you're running on 1%, a vacation won't fix it. You have to understand that burnout isn't just exhaustion from your schedule, it's the heavy emotional backlog you're still carrying through your day. Hello, driven professionals, and welcome back to the channel where we protect your peace and master your work life. Today, we're building your Burnout Toolkit with 3 essential shifts to protect your energy: the stress off switch, the 3 tier priority map, and the communication playbook with scripts. All right, ambitious professionals, let's do this. Tool number 1: the stress off switch. To get started, we need to address that heavy feeling you get before you even start your first task. Here's the truth: your burnout isn't just coming from what you need to do, it's coming from everything you're emotionally holding on to while you do it. Think of it like an emotional inbox. This inbox is filled with everything you're carrying that hasn't been processed yet. That unspoken frustration from yesterday's meeting, the constant invisible pressure to perform, and that heavy sense of guilt every time you try to rest. None of this shows up on your official to do list, but it drains your energy battery to zero before your workday even begins. The secret to flipping the switch on that drainage is something I call the internal firewall. Now, a firewall isn't just a positive mindset, it's a skill. Just like a computer's firewall stops a virus from crashing the system, your internal firewall is the skill of noticing an emotion without absorbing it. It allows you to see the stress without letting it live inside you. So, how do you actually use it? There is one specific moment where your firewall either holds or fails: the moment of emotional contact. This is the exact second you read a tense email, hear a stressed out coworker venting, or get a sharp comment in a meeting. Before you react and before you let the stress into your system, you're going to pause. Silently ask yourself, is this mine to carry? Take one slow breath. Name the emotion you're seeing. Maybe it's urgency, frustration, or panic. Then do nothing for 5 seconds. That 5 second pause isn't just waiting, it's a physical circuit breaker. It stops the emotional transfer from them to you. In that pause, you move from being a victim of your environment to choosing exactly what you're willing to carry. Remember, burnout isn't usually caused by one big explosion. It's built from hundreds of these tiny emotional moments piling up. The internal firewall works because it stops the pileup before it starts. Now that we've used the stress off switch, protect your internal energy, we need to talk about how you spend it. Tool number 2: the 3 tier priority map. Maybe you've tried time blocking. You color code your calendar, you set alarms, and then one unexpected phone call happens and the whole day falls apart. The world moves too fast for a rigid 10-item to do list. When you try to force a busy day into a strict box, you don't get more done, you just get more anxious. We need to stop managing time and start managing friction. We want a system that moves with us, not one that breaks the moment life gets messy. The heart of the 3 tier priority map tool is something called the rule of 3. Instead of a long, overwhelming list, we're going to categorize every task into one of 3 tiers: big rocks, pebbles, and sand. Here's how you map your day in under 2 minutes. Tier 1: the big rock. This is your one heavy focused task. It's the thing that actually moves the needle. If you only got this one thing done today, you'd still feel successful. This is where you put your deep work. Tier 2: the pebbles. These are your 2 maintenance tasks. They are important, but they don't require your peak creative brain. Maybe it's a specific report or a set of emails. And then Tier 3: The sand. This is everything else, the little pings, the chores, the nice to haves. Now, here's the low friction secret. You do not schedule the sand. You let the sand fill in the gaps around your rocks and pebbles. If a day gets chaotic and you don't get to the sand, it doesn't matter. The sand was never the priority. When you use the priority map, you stop ending your day feeling guilty about what you didn't do, and you start feeling proud of the big rock you actually finished. You move from a burnout schedule where you're a slave to a clock to a sustainable schedule where you are the architect of your energy. Now, the first two tools were about your internal world, how you feel and how you plan. But the next tool is how you protect the peace you just built. Tool 3, the Communication Playbook. We're in the times when modern communication is the number one driver of burnout. It's not just the amount of work we do, it's the constant noise of pings, direct messages, and emails that never seems to stop. This leads to a state of hyper-responsiveness where we feel like we have to reply instantly or we're failing. To fix this, we need to master the right to disconnect. This isn't about being unavailable, it's about setting expectation boundaries. It's teaching people when they can expect a high quality version of you and when you are offline to protect your focus. The best way to set these boundaries is with clear, pre-written scripts. You don't have to overthink it. You can literally copy and paste these into your life today. Script number 1, the non-emergency, protecting your focus. Let's say you're in the middle of a big rock task and you don't want to be distracted by the inbox. Use this. I've received your note. To keep my current project on track, I'll be checking my inbox again at 2 p.m. If you need something urgent before then, please, and then insert the alternative of what you want them to do. Why it works? You aren't ignoring them. You are informing them of your schedule so that they don't keep wondering why you haven't replied. Script 2. This is the gentle no. You're protecting your capacity. When someone asks for a quick favor that actually takes 2 hours, here's your script. I love to support this, but to ensure I meet my current commitments, I can't take on more right now. Should we look at this again in 2 weeks? Let me tell you why it works. It's a no for right now, but a yes for the future. It shows you value the quality of your work over quantity. Script 3, the social reset, protecting your battery. Burnout doesn't just happen at the office if your social battery is drained. Here's a script. I'm currently in a low output week to recharge my social battery. I won't be around for, name the event, but I'm looking forward to catching up when I'm back to 100%. This can work because it uses the term low output, which is a neutral, non-judgmental way to say you need rest. It normalizes taking care of yourself. The key to the playbook is that you aren't asking for permission to have a life. You're simply stating your current capacity. When you use these scripts, you stop being reactive to everyone else's urgency and start being proactive about your own recovery. The tools we cover today are your foundation for burnout recovery, but if you want to take your productivity to the next level without the hustle, you need to understand your chronotype. My video, Boost Productivity with Energy, Not Time, walks you through a proven questionnaire to identify exactly when you should be working and when you should be resting. It's the final piece of the puzzle. I want to hear from you because your experience helps others in this community feel less alone. Which of these 3 tools feels like the one you need the most right now? Is it the internal firewall, the priority map, or setting those communication boundaries? Drop a comment below. If this feels like a lot to take on at once, remember, burnout isn't a problem you solve in a single afternoon. It's a system you build one small brick at a time. Maybe this week you just practice the 5-second pause. Maybe next week you try sending one of those scripts. That is enough. Until next time, keep growing. My dear ambitious professionals, take care. Until the next video.